Hey guys, here's a quick overview of the Blade Runner Systems Fragment Friction folder. I'm pretty excited to show everybody this product because it's technically the first folding knife that Blade Runner Systems has developed. We've obviously built our reputation for volley songs, the Alpha Beast, Replicant, the upcoming Bare Bones. We've always wanted to be a full-fledged knife company. Part of that goal is obviously developing products other than volley songs. So this was really exciting because this is one of the first non-volley song folding knives that we've developed, and it's been a long time in the making, and it's really exciting to finally get the final product in hand and be able to show it to everybody. This version, like I said, is a Fragment Friction folder. There's also a frame lock in development. This is the final product, but you're probably looking at the fifth version of this product. There was a lot of little subtle design changes we made. When we come out with a product, we really want to have a distinct look. We don't want it to mimic anyone else's look or, look like any other brand. So we put a lot of thought into designing a product that stands out. But in doing so, you still have to balance between style and function. We wanted it to have kind of this really aggressive spear point look and really have all the angles. But when you go with that angular design, you want to be a little bit more radical in your design. It's hard to mix ergonomics into that. So this actually originally was a little bit broader, a little bit boxier, but since the first prototypes and renderings that we had of it, we've actually narrowed it down and contoured it quite a bit, so that ergonomically it's also a great knife to hold. And I'm really happy with the way it came out. When you grip this knife, it just feels very, very comfortable and very natural in your hand. Despite its kind of aggressive look and angular look, when you hold it, the contours and the beveling of the G10 scales, it feels just excellent. I'm really happy with how it came out as far as how it feels. If you give a closer look, there's subtle little contours all throughout the knife. The back here is contoured. Everything flows, and these edges are smoothed out so you don't feel anything. Friction folders are pretty unique. To be honest, I never carried one or really used one prior to the prototype of this and now the production version of this knife. And coming from having volley songs, fixed blades, and frame locks, I never really considered using a friction folder. It has a different appeal obviously than a frame lock, but I have to say it actually is quite a different experience. I think when you use a different knife, when you use any kind of knife, it's really about the experience, right? I mean, anybody could go to the flea market and just get whatever, a basic Swiss Army knife or even a box cutter, and that's pretty much going to work for 90% of your tasks. I think when we buy knives, we're really buying it for it to give you a different user experience through its style, through its ergonomics, through its look, and just through its overall, how does it function, how does it open, the overall feel that it gives you when you're using the product. And the friction folder really offers a very different experience overall compared to a flipper or a thumb stud or something that you're always used to flying out the handle. It's weird, but it just feels like a more casual EDC. And using this tab, it's you're not trying to open it at rocket speed. It's really just kind of graceful and smooth, just a little bit more refined. Does that change your cutting experience? Does it change the functionality of the tool itself? No, it doesn't, but it's just a nice experience. It's just different. I really have enjoyed as an EDC tool. I guess depending on what state or even what country you're in, this is more legal in a lot of places than the traditional folding knife, locking knife, maybe even some fixed blades, and obviously the butterfly knife, the volley song. As far as blade steel, on the first models we made, we went with 154 cm. It's the same blade that you find on the Replicant and the Alpha Beast, but we do plan on using some different steels for this particular project, like S30V and some other steels we haven't used before, similar to the volley songs that we make, how we do mutants. We also plan to do some different finishes. As you can see, this one it's got this special little grind here and a darker finish, and this spacer is heat anodized. And I have back here, as you can see, I have BVK's sticker and patch. They're actually the ones who are doing the final grind and finishing touches of this knife. So this is actually a mid-tech product. And what's nice about that is we're going to be able to offer these in a lot of different variations. It's going to allow us to do different finishes, use different material for the spacer, for the grind of the blade, maybe subtle things to the handle. They're basically the head people doing all the mid-tech work to the product. The beginning ones anyways are all going to be a mid-tech product and not a full production product. So it's going to give us a bit of flexibility as to how we do the final design, and it'll allow us to be a little bit more unique with each offering in small batches. Right now we have a few of these units already completed, and probably as soon as next week you're going to see them sold directly on the Blade Runner Systems website. Make sure you get on our mailing list, because this is something we're going to be announcing on our mailing list when it does finally become available. I'm going to put a link in the description below, so you can just click on that and sign up if you haven't done so already. And obviously on Instagram and Facebook and all our other social media feeds, we're going to be keeping everybody up to date on the release. But I would say about a week from the release of this video, if not the same week, because we have them, we just got to obviously take pictures and put them on our site and everything and make sure everyone's aware of it. But yeah, very soon, and after this batch is made, we're going to be making some more as well. So yeah, really exciting times with Blade Runners. I'm really happy to finally show you guys a video of something other than the Bali song, something different that we're doing. The goal's always been to be a knife company, and this is just one step closer to accomplishing that goal. And I'm really happy with the way these came out, and I hope you guys really enjoy them as well. So as always, thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, leave the comments below.